What's going on, chat? How you guys doing? It's been a while since you've seen me in one of these Saturday videos, but title update 1 for Monster Hunter Wilds. A lot of information was announced earlier this week, so I decided to redo and reschedule a lot of what I had planned to talk about my thoughts on the title update. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen and watch it right above me. And then while it's playing, I'll talk about my feelings on some things here and there. I'll comment on it, and at the end, I'll talk to you about it more and give my whole overall thoughts and feelings about Title Update 1 and the future of Monster Hunter Wilds. At this point, I will give you a full rundown. If you have not been paying attention to my streams, I have platinum to the game. I've gotten all the achievements. I am sub 100 hours. I'm about 90 hours at the moment. And I absolutely enjoy and adore and absolutely love the game. I think the combat's great, and I love it, and I'm going to continue to play it. But yeah, so I'm not even going to, without further ado or whatever, we're just going to get into it. We're going to watch a little bit of the video. I'll pause it at times. I'll talk about what I like and what I don't like, and we're just going to get right into it. Here we go. Finally, after the trailers, let's get into it.
Hello everyone, I'm Ryozo Tsujimoto.
Hello Ryozo.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Nice to meet you.
It's been a month since we
Now
did
guys,
this.
I did already watch this. I know what's going to be shown. I don't remember the order of it all, but I did already watch this. So like, I have prepared thoughts about what's going to be shown and what's going to be on here. Also, Pikachu says hi. Of course, with all big video games nowadays, we have to have a music video. This is showcasing, and they're going to show it later, the new Hunter's Hub, the new Gathering Hub for the update when it comes out. So it's nice to finally have a Gathering Hub, and since I've platinumed it and I'm not working on getting my crowns, I get to hang out here most of the time now, which is nice. It looks really cool. I like the look of it. I'm curious as to how they're going to do food, like if it's still food you have or if it's just food in general. It's probably going to just be food you have, though. But there seems to be a lot to look around and a lot of things to just check out. So I'm excited to see what we actually get here. That food looks so good still. Monster Hunter food always looks delicious. We already knew about Mitsu. We're going to get Bubbly Dance. It's a whole new hunt for her, so it's going to be great. I love Mitsu. What a gorgeous monster. Love fighting her. Or him. I think it's actually a him. I think it's generally a male. The Mitsus you fight are male because they're territorial. Arc Tempered, exactly what I was expecting when they said a hunt harder than Tempered. And of course, Zoshia. Like, it was kind of known we were going to be getting a Zoshia. April 4th. I was not expecting that date. Was not expecting an April 4th date. To me, I was like looking at it at April 7th. Because that's when reset is. But that means we're going to be mid-week, and so an event won't come in until the following Tuesday, which is weird to me. So for anybody who doesn't know Mitsu, the red, I believe, give you affinity or maybe attack up. The blue bubbles heal you, and then the regular bubbles hurt you. You get hit with Bubble Blight, which makes you like slip around and stuff like that. And their abilities, I love these armors. They look great. Their abilities do like Bubbly Dance, which gives you buffs if you are bubbled. Arc Tempers.
Monsters are stronger than tempered ones.
Here we go. Hold on one second. Here we go. Gotta pause it right here for a second. Arc Tempers in World did not have their own armor set. So this is a new addition. They are giving them an armor set. They are more than just more items. So it's going to be interesting to see like how different these arc tempered armors are and what their abilities are going to be. I'm excited for this. I think the Ray Dow arc tempered armor looks amazing. I'm so excited to see what it's like. I don't really know what the Ray Dow armor does. I haven't used it. I haven't done a lot with Ray Dow's armor and stuff. So, but this is exciting to see that the arc tempereds are going to be like their own armor set. This is exciting. And then Zoshia at high rank. The armor for Zoshia, I'm incredibly excited about. I think it looks amazing. I hope it's just as powerful. So, Zoshia is going to be like Jindahad in the Shard Cliffs. It'll just randomly pop up. It's going to be its own battle arena, similar to how Jindahad works. Look at this armor. Like, the white and black, the combination of the black dragon behind the white shell of the Wilk, and then like the dress and how like it's got the tendrils that come out around it. Like, oh man, and when it's in use, hold on, it changes. It changes. When you actually equip your weapons, like the wings go out, and like let's look at the male armor real quick. I didn't actually really notice what difference. Like, it gets tentacles, I guess? I don't know. But I'm excited for this armor. I think it looks really good. And look at the cat's armor. And here we go. We get a new gathering hub, which, great. We need one. Get to do arm wrestling. There's like a bowling feature, this right here. Barrel bomb bowling. I'm wondering if they're gonna add more achievements to title updates as they come out to the game, and am I gonna have to become the best at barrel bomb bowling? So this is in Suja, atop the mountain. You get to watch occasionally a concert.
On the diva while she's performing, so be sure to give her a listen when you get the chance.
I bet you're gonna get a buff if you listen to her. So pretty much, once you beat all the game content, you'll get to unlock that gathering hub now. All different kinds of foods eat there. Like grand meals, I'm hoping is grand meals. Arena quests. I've never been an arena quest person, but I might try to get into some. I'm wondering what kind of armor we're going to be able to make with the arena quests. So for anybody who doesn't know, I'll do a quicker overview than what they're doing. There's going to be 3 different types of arena quests. 2 of them are set armor sets that you and one other hunter can go into a hunt and run, and it's just time trials to see if you can be better than the rest. And then there's a third one that is just you going in with up to 4 friends doing your own hunts. Or doing hunts with your own armor sets and tracking time. So if you get like top tier ranking, you're gonna get these fancy pendants, which look cool, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get the top tier times. I could try, but I don't think I ever will. And there's limited bounties now for them, which is nice. So that's what it is. Arena and challenge preset armors, and then free challenges are up to 4 players with your armor set, and it does the timer. This might increase the chance of large and small crowns, is what I'm gonna assume. If I remember correctly, I think the rest of this is cosmetic information, changing Alma's outfit, changing her glasses, and all the DLC you get for the deluxe version and stuff like that. So if I could just fast forward through it, yeah, it's all just DLC and cosmetic information that I don't really care for. So we're just gonna move forward to here.
These offerings.
It's just showing all the paid DLC.
Event quests are also planned to continue coming to the game. Earn special armor, quickly raise your hunter rank.
More weekly or bi-weekly event quests.
For cooking on the barbecue grill.
We've already seen these.
Of upcoming quests.
And then, of course, just like in World, we get seasonal events. So the spring seasonal event, I believe, is in mid-April. April 23rd, right there. It's the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Of Accord, Blossom Dance. During seasonal events, the appearance
it looks
of the
great. It
Grand
looks
Hub and
beautiful.
available meals will change.
I'm excited to have a gathering hub. I'm excited to see these seasonal events and all event quests that have been available. That's what he's saying now. All event quests that were available from the beginning of the game till that seasonal event become available during that seasonal event.
Allow me to go over the schedule of the upcoming content.
So here we go. This is their roadmap. And this is part of what a little of what I am not really too thrilled about. Um, Title Update 1 comes out Friday, April 4th or Thursday, April 3rd, depending on where you are in the world. If you're out in the West or in the East, it's April 4th. If you're here in the West, it's April 3rd. So I could play it as early as April 3rd. I'm not going to be playing it until April 4th. I think I'm going to take the day off to play it. I haven't decided yet. But we're only getting Mitsu, the Grand Hub, Arena Quest, and Zoshia. That sounds like a lot when I say only, but I'll get into that in a second. Then on the 22nd of April, or the 23rd of April through the 7th of May, we have the Cherry Blossom Festival. And then the 30th of April through the 21st of May, we get Arc Tempered Raydal, which is just an event quest. So my problem is, what I'm not too happy about is the fact that I figured Arc Tempered Raydal was going to be an event. That's what I figured. I think even earlier on I might have said it. But I'm not happy that the event is at the end of April. Because they said, like, oh, Title Update 1 presents a monster harder than Tempered. But we're not getting that in Title Update 1. That's not part of Title Update 1. Title Update 1 comes out, and then 2 weeks later, we get Arc Tempered Raydal. I'm not really too thrilled with that. I'm not. So I feel like, I don't know, it's just like, the wording wasn't fully there, or it wasn't well put out. It wasn't well worded. My other issue is, I mean, an issue that a lot of people probably have, that, like, the release of Mitsu and Zoshia, it's obvious that the game wasn't fully finished at launch. Or not that it wasn't fully finished, but they didn't release the full game at launch. With the incorporation of the Grand Hub, obviously they had plans for this. The fact that the title update comes out a month after the game came out means that this is all done already. They didn't work on this over the past month. No, this is all done. And so it's frustrating that this stuff wasn't in the base game. And this is going to be a little bit of a rant. If you own the disc of this game and they eventually shut down the servers and you install this game and you go to play it, you're not going to be able to do half the end game content because it's only going to have the initial part of the end game content. And that might be a little bit of a weird rant. That's not something that's going to happen for 20 years, but it's still like, the game wasn't complete when they released it for a sense to create title updates. And I don't agree with that. I feel like this is the first Monster Hunter, or at least the first Monster Hunter in a while, that didn't have like a low rank and high rank end game. World low rank was fighting and defeating Zora Magdaros. High rank was fighting Xeno'jiiva. There's a low rank, a high rank, and a master rank or a G rank ending for all three. Rise had the same. I can't remember the low rank and high rank bosses, but there were bosses for low rank and high rank. I played that a lot longer ago. I believe it was the All Mother, and it was the All Mother and the All Father for low rank and high rank. I believe, if I remember correctly. So like there was end game bosses, or there was end bosses, whereas Zoshia was just for low rank. We haven't had a high rank story. There's not really a high rank story going on now with Mitsu and Zoshia showing up. Like, okay, there's a little bit more of potential story, but like they're peppering in things because it kind of feels to me that they didn't have a plan for content updates. And so rather than giving us everything all at once at the beginning and then waiting, instead of a month, 3-4 months for title update 1, they were like, well, let's give them less and then give them the completed game as title update 1, or a portion of the completed game as title update 1. And each title update gives you more of the game to be completed, so that that's actually less work we have to do and less support because we already have it all done. I don't know. That's just my feelings on this. I've felt that, and I've talked about it on stream, that the end game loop is kind of incredibly lacking with the Ardian weapons, and the facts that the only way to really get good Ardian weapons is to fight the tempered the tempered apexes, and therefore there's no reason to do anything else. So if it weren't for the achievements, I wouldn't have done anything else. I would have just been fighting tempered apexes. So like, and not necessarily just tempered apexes, but tempered apexes, tempered gore, tempered Arkville. Like that's all I would have been fighting over the past month. So like it feels lacking. It feels like they didn't get to the end of it. They got us to high rank and they gave us something to hold us over as an end game loop for high rank. And now they're going to pepper in what they actually had planned so that maybe they get, honestly, maybe they get an extra year of content. Maybe we won't get master rank for 2 years instead of a year and a half. Maybe we'll get an extra 6 months out of this. Who knows? Maybe we'll get an extra 2 years out, and maybe we'll actually get an extra year out of this, and it'll be 2.5 years before we get master rank. We'll see. But like, yeah, I'm just not really too. I'm not too thrilled about that. Then we'll get a Capcom collaboration. We always get either like Resident Evil or Mega Man. It's probably my guess is going to be Mega Man. Other additional features they don't really go into. They don't really talk about at all. But yeah, that's my rant about it. I feel like I'm happy we're finally getting this stuff, but I'm feeling um a little robbed from having this stuff at launch.
The first is later.
So the other additional features, the endemic life thing that it just said, we're probably going to get like a room or a home, and we can have the endemic life that we've captured, like hanging out on the home. If that's something you care about, great. It's not really anything I care about because I like I did it for World just because it was for achievements. That was it. You spend no time in your room. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't. It doesn't matter to me, but other people are excited for it. He says, I'm excited to announce we're planning a second title update for Wilds for the summer, as if A, us being Monster Hunter fans since World didn't already know that, but B, again, that kind of leads me to feel that, like, if the game didn't do as successfully as they did, would they be releasing things the way they are? Because, I feel robbed as if I didn't get the full game at launch. All of this content that they're showing that they have planned is I feel like it's already done. A lot of this is already done, and they're trying to force the idea of this game being a games as a service game. And sure it is, but I don't know, they're just pushing a little too hard on it. Just a little too hard on here's more content, here's sprinkling it in. And then it makes me wonder, are we going to get raids like we did in World? Are we going to get those big badass boss fights like in World? Or are we just gonna keep getting like basic monsters?
Now let's wrap this up as we always do.
Happy hunting! This is the image everyone's seeing. This exact image right here. This is like Icrius, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I think I pronounced it right. It is a lightning-based Leviathan monster. People are so excited for this. I don't understand why. I see he was in Monster Hunter 3, Monster Hunter Tri. Monster Hunter Tri was when they tried to incorporate swimming as a main movement mechanic. Like the final boss, or one of the final bosses, Caduceus, or however you're supposed to pronounce it, was an underwater water boss. To me, that was honestly the worst game. It was the worst game to me. And so I've never really been like, oh, I'm so excited. Like I've never understood the hype for like Laggy, but everyone's excited, and I'm happy they're excited. This just didn't like I was more excited about Mitsu being title update 1 than I am about him being title update 2. And there we have it. Title update to, as far as we know, just one additional monster, maybe more. Technically, we got two. Well, technically, I guess you can argue we got three. but technically we got 2 additional monsters in Title Update 1. And we'll get a summer seasonal event. So I have a feeling they're gonna roll out the arc tempered apexes with each seasonal event, or around each seasonal event. I don't think we'll get an arc tempered uh Uthduna or an arc tempered. Why am I blanking on the squid? Why am I blanking on the squid? Or even an arc tempered Jin Dahad, like any of those 3 until the like I think each seasonal event. So maybe we'll start getting an arc tempered Jin Dahad next spring. I don't know. That might be a little too late from now. But I mean, I guess spring, summer. No, spring, summer, fall, and winter. So yeah, we'll get Jin Dahad in winter. But then like, what about arc tempered, Arc-Veld, arc tempered Gormagala? Like, we'll see. But we're getting at least laggy in summer, if not more. Hopefully, we get maybe more story, and we spread out the high rank story more and give us more of a high rank thing. That's what I want to see more from this game. Is more of a story base for high rank, because we did not get that in this game. High rank was just it, like that's when the game opened up and let you, like, it became less linear, and it was like, all right, do this stuff and then increase your hunter rank. Do this stuff and then increase your hunter rank. And that was nice to where it started to feel more open, and it gave me more of a reason to fight other monsters. But I want more story. I want to understand more of what's going on in this world, and we don't really have much of that. Maybe the Zoshia fight and questline will unlock, like, and explain what's going on, to where maybe that'll make more sense as to why Zoshia is back when we killed it. I don't know. Maybe it'll start to shine light on a bigger problem in the Wildlands. Who knows? But that's it. That was the event. That's a seasonal thing. I went on my little bit of a rant of what I thought about it. You guys let me know down in the comments down below what you think about this. Are you excited about this content update? Are you happy with the game? Are you happy with your progress? I shockingly haven't even gotten to 100 hours yet, and the game's been out for a month at the time of recording. It's March 26th at the time. So like I'm only recording this a few days before I release it. But I'm happy with the game. I even though I went on that rant about feeling that like we got robbed from end game content, and a lot of the title updates are already done and they're just sprinkling them out to make the lifetime of the game longer. I'm still happy with what I've played and with what I've had. 70 hours, $70 of a game, and I got over 70 hours of the game. You know what? That's a good ROI, but I'm going to continue to play it. I will be streaming it at least once a week from here on out, especially after Title Update 1 comes out, and I'll be starting some new games while on stream. So if you want to join me on stream, my lobbies are open over on Twitch and here on YouTube. Just check me out. Follow me, twitch.tv/b_walnuts, and follow me here, subscribe to me here. Please like the video so the algorithm knows that people like you will like me too. And comment down below. Tell me your thoughts about Monster Hunter Wilds so far. Tell me your thoughts on the title update. Tell me your thoughts about whatever you want about Monster Hunter. Should I do a tier list of Monster Hunter monsters? Should I do a Wilds tier list? Should I do just an overall tier list? Like, I won't be able to do all monsters because I started playing during Freedom Unite in the PSP era, but I don't have that much knowledge. So let me know. Let me know what you want to see more of my content. Leave those comments down below. But like always, that's it for today. Be careful. Be safe. Don't do anything I would do. Always hug your loved ones. And of course, like always, be sure to wear mismatched socks. I'll see you in the next one. Happy hunting!